Hey guys, welcome back to the Blanime podcast. This is episode 9.
We done got far in this week.
We definitely have. It is March the 1st, so with that being said, we're gonna get into our March Madness bag real quick and go over a tournament of animes and give you some matchups. And pretty much we're gonna break down very briefly and get to the champion of the March Madness Blanime bracket. So, before we get into that, you guys doing good?
Yeah.
Y'all.
Look, we're over here concentrating because we looking at this bracket because we trying to make sure we on, everything is written down. So when we go on, we have it organized. And I believe we'll post the bracket in the group and on Twitter so y'all can keep up.
We definitely will, yeah. So basically what we did this week is we created a bracket. So I gave Kasha and Nay a category to find 1 through 8 seeds for their part of the bracket. Since it's 3 of us, I just went ahead and did two parts of the bracket myself. So Nay, what was your genre?
My genre was horror, thriller, mystery.
Okay.
All that kind of goes together.
Gotcha.
I had fantasy and sci-fi.
Okay. Cool.
And what you have, Mike?
So I had Shounen and I had adventure. So those are my two. So half of this bracket will be part of me, and then the other half will be them two. So with that being said, we can get into these matchups that we're gonna go down. So first things first, I guess so what I want to do, guys, is I'm gonna start with my part of the bracket. And then we're gonna move over. So we'll run down the 4 matchups of my bracket, and then we'll do Kasha's next, and then Sanae's, and then mine again, and then we'll go like that. So we'll alternate brackets. And then once we're all done with a full rotation, we'll go to the next round.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with the 1 seed of my bracket for Shounen. So the 1 seed of my bracket is of course my very favorite of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho.
I seen that.
Of course. Respect it.
Boy.
And it is going against the 8th seed, Tokyo Ghoul. Have y'all seen either one of these?
Yu.
Okay, y'all kind of tiptoed into Yu Yu a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't did Tokyo Ghoul though.
I think I've seen a couple of episodes of Tokyo Ghoul. I've made it all the way to the mask being made, so that's what.
Okay.
So I'm kind of in there, so I can kind of put a little dibble dabble there.
That's fair. Yeah, so Tokyo Ghoul is actually really, really good. Since y'all give each other anime recommendations to each other all week long.
Shade. We tell you.
Shade.
We include you, bro. That's why you finished Death Parade.
Y'all definitely don't include
all
me.
them crying gypsies sitting in there. You did. We do tell you what to watch, bro.
They definitely don't. I'll be scrolling the timeline looking to tweet scriptures and then I look
Tweet scriptures,
yeah.
Like Bible.
Yeah, Bible scriptures. What y'all talking about?
Satan's Bible, because you definitely ain't reading that Lord's word.
Wow, y'all gonna play me right now on the podcast. Bet.
I am done.
But anyway,
Great Value City Girls.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, they're not the city girls. They're the town brides. But anyway, I want to recommend for you guys, since I know how dark you Negroes are.
Sadly enough.
Yes.
Right.
Tokyo Ghoul is a shonen, but it is also considered, kind of dark, kind of supernatural, kind of horrorish.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys should definitely check that out when you get a chance. It is done with 2 seasons, so you can, binge it if you need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on my want to watch.
Put that on there. Yeah.
That's only 12 episodes?
Yeah, well, per season.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's still not bad.
Yeah, no, y'all are gonna really trip out once y'all get to the end of season 1. So I can't wait to see y'all's reaction on that, like y'all did me with Death Parade. But anyway, so let's get back to the bracket real quick. So yeah, 1 seed Yu Yu Hakusho versus 8 seed Tokyo Ghoul. I'll take the lead on this one. So without question, in the landslide, I'm gonna go with Yu Yu Hakusho. It's definitely a lot better. Typically because Yu Yu Hakusho is so established, it's 100 and something episodes. It's an OG anime. and it's not too many that good. So I'm gonna roll with Yu Yu Hakusho winning over Tokyo Ghoul in the first round.
I could agree to that.
Yep, y'all cool with that?
Yeah, I can definitely agree to that.
All right, cool. Yeah, because y'all haven't seen it, but yeah, they gonna defer to me on this one.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, bet.
This next one though.
All right, so next one. So I actually, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the 2 seed. Okay, yeah, 2 seed. Where'd it go? Here we go. 2 seed. This is gonna be a tough one. 2 seed is Dragon Ball Super versus 7 seed Attack on Titan.
Bro, I seen this when I seen this on the bracket. I was like, bro, this already some hoe ass shit. Already some possible upset shit.
Oh, for sure.
I'm at a loss for words. I know Kasha hasn't seen Super yet.
No, I haven't.
What you seen Attack on Titan?
Yeah, but she's caught up on AOT. This tough, bro. This is really tough. Like I was like, we were talking about this. Like, damn, I feel like AOT ain't gave me enough yet.
We're on the same page. That's where I'm at because Dragon Ball Super was really fucking good on its own, but then it also, it's on the back of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
So it's established.
Right.
So I'm kind of rolling with Dragon Ball Super on this one, even though I think Attack on Titan is amazing.
Yeah. What would you think? I mean, you haven't seen Super, Kasha, but what would you go? What would you go from hearing us talk about it all the time?
I put it like this. The reason why I would go with Dragon Ball Super is for the simple fact of the fan base that it already has.
Yeah.
And how famous it is and everything. Like as far as it being, globally known, more people can relate more to Dragon Ball than they can to Attack on Titan at this time. I mean, Attack on Titan, it's giving us 3 seasons, but those are really good seasons versus Dragon Ball, which has produced over 5 movies and how many different...
Oh, way more than 5
That's
movies.
what I'm saying. You have that foundation already right there. So to me, there's
no question.
Yeah.
Super.
Okay, bet.
That was a tough one though, bro. When I seen the bracket, I was like, man, that's some hoe ass shit. This whole bracket, low key, some hoe ass shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was tough seeding these 1 through 8. I just want y'all to know that. It was really tough. Okay, cool. So we're gonna run along now. So this one's really kind of fucked me up a little bit. So I'm gonna go 3 seed Naruto Shippuden versus 6 seed My Hero Academia.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm halfway through with Shippuden, man. I don't know.
I'm way past half the way through on
know.
Shippuden, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Naruto Shippuden is a great series, and I haven't finished it yet, but it's really, really, really fucking good. But I'm kind of leaning towards My Hero on this one right now because seasons 1 through 3, it's been that fucking good.
Yeah.
And Nate, you haven't seen any of My Hero Academia yet? Another one you sleeping on?
I was gonna go watch the movie when we were talking about it a few months back, but I ended up not going because we didn't go. So that's not what I have to.
Yeah.
Damn, how the fuck I get uninvited?
We did. We put it in the group, and I bought tickets that day.
And I kept saying, y'all need to hurry up and buy the tickets because they selling fast.
Yeah, but I didn't think anybody actually bought any tickets.
Yeah.
I am so upset.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, we definitely. And hey, guess where we were at in Arlington?
Yep.
Nate, man.
Right there.
DJ like.
I would have been super duper lost anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It literally picked up in the middle of season 2 or middle of season 3.
It might have been right after season 2 or something
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
somewhere
Yeah.
off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
You would have been super lost. Yeah. Just like if Kasha went to go see Broly with us, she would have been super lost. So.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start. Lord, there's so much stuff I need to watch. I will start My Hero. This one, I'm kind of just gonna roll with the masses, so whatever y'all go with, because I haven't watched the Putin either.
Right.
So,
Kasha, I know you've seen both, so yeah, you're about where I'm at, Shippuden, and we both seen My Hero all the way through. What you rolling with on this one?
The only reason why I would go with My Hero is only because I haven't finished it.
Okay.
That's the
fair.
only reason why.
All right, so 6 seed My Hero upsets 3 seed Shippuden. They about to kill us on Twitter for this one.
Boy,
Oh yeah, the Naruto stands.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
about to kill us real quick. All right.
they go.
Yeah, DJ Dep. Yeah.
Just know I gotta roll with my team.
Yeah.
No niggas under the bus, low key.
I'm sorry, y'all just gonna have to be y'all be all right. We're gonna post a blank bracket so y'all can do this shit yourselves too. So,
right.
So yeah.
So and let us know, boy.
All right. So last matchup for the first round in the Shounen. So this is the last one. This one's gonna really
fuck
upset
you for
me.
this.
Yeah.
Right. Like fuck you 2 times on
This
this
is
one,
gonna
man.
upset me. All right. So 4th seed Bleach versus 5th seed One Punch Man.
Bro,
Bleach.
Man,
I can't even do it that quickly. I can't even say it that quickly, bro.
I'm a Bleach stan, but this whole hurts. It hurts. Like I don't. Oh man. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm going Bleach with this one only because One Punch Man only has 1 season on the books.
Exactly.
All right, yeah.
That's all
that was
gonna
the
say.
only reason why.
Like One Punch Man's 1 season is really
It's really
amazing, but Bleach got 300 some episodes in the game, so fuck y'all.
right.
Yeah.
Now, question. Let's just say happens if we would have done this bracket after season 2 came out. Well, I guess we have to see how season 2 is gonna be.
Season comes out this year, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. If we could touch back on this, right? Okay. Because I agree. I would go with Bleach definitely on this one just because of the episode, even though I haven't finished all of Bleach.
Nay.
But it's okay because I still watch. I watched way more than the 10 episodes of One Punch Man that I finised.
We've
12,
done 4 matchups so far, and there's 3 animes that you need to watch out of these 4 matchups.
Right.
I know, bro. I know, but it's good. Y'all will understand me once we get to my part of the bracket.
All right, bet, yeah, we'll
Okay.
get there. All right, so we good with Bleach over One Punch Man?
Yes.
All right, man. Oh, this one hurts. All right, bet. So we're gonna roll down to this is Nay's part of the bracket. Yeah, so we'll start with Nay's 1 seed. Yeah, so Nay's 1 seed is Death Note, and her 8th seed is Ajin. Did I say that right?
Oh, that probably is how you say it. I always call it Adrian.
Oh, I'm fucking done.
Y'all know about. Y'all always hear me talking about how I cannot pronounce this shit. So
I'm pretty sure it's Ajin, but
that sounds good.
We'll fact check that.
They are lost, so
Yeah. Yeah, Donald, Google the proper, pronunciation. Anyway, all right, so Nay, I'm gonna let you take the lead. Go ahead with your matchup.
Oh, for me, off the rip, for y'all that know me, been listening to us from day
I
one.
already know where this is going.
Y'all know Death Note off the top gonna get that shit out the window. Ajin, we'll go with how that's pronounced. It was cool. That second season was kind of rough anyway. I didn't really care for it.
It's on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they kind of lost me. So it was decent, especially that first season. But like I said, compared to Death Note, nah. Ajin.
Oh, Ajin. Okay.
Damn, I said Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do better. What y'all think? What would y'all go with?
I'm rolling with you.
I definitely agree with choosing Death Note over that. But like you said, I mean, okay, in season 2 of Ajin, is that right? Yeah, Ajin, they lost me when more of the Ajin came out from those other people, and I was trying to figure out, okay, so where do they tie into this story? Like,
right, like
y'all in
where's
this abandoned building.
Like, so where did y'all come from? How did y'all get the I mean, it was just like all over the place. The old
Really
dude
was.
from last season, the older man.
The old man, like he was like how it ended in season 1. They should have kept that same pace, and because they lost me in season 2, that's why Death Note gets it for me.
Definitely, because I was like, bro, nah. And it had potential. I think that was just, I don't know, maybe they rushed season 2 because I feel like season 2 came out really, really quick on that. But yeah, nah.
Okay.
Death Note Death Note killing them.
I figured that was an easy 1 through 8 seed. Okay, bet. All right, so we're gonna go second seed.
Second seed.
Yeah, so second seed Parasite versus 7th seed Be the Beginning. I have seen a little bit of both. I think I've seen more Be the Beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's Be the Beginning's on Netflix, right?
Yes.
I think that was actually.
We were doing a group watch with that.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I watched that one.
Mm-hmm. We did. I don't know if he was in the group. Yeah, we did a group watch of Be.
It wasn't that long.
The beginning. It wasn't, but.
You just had anime not even a year ago. It's more really recent.
Damn,
I thought you'd been there long.
No, since the My Hero Academia thing came out.
Oh shit.
We watched that over the summer too.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
probably
said.
weren't in the group. Damn, that's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
you might not have been in there then. Yeah.
We did it. We did a group watch with it. That was probably our first one, and it was pretty cool.
It wasn't rabid. Like we were just watching on our own.
Yeah, we were watching, and then trying to like talk about it like on one day out the week or something crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But out of the two, I will give you a quick rundown. Have you seen Parasite a little bit? That was something I recently finished.
Seen several episodes. I don't know how deep I got into it. The most I could tell you is I got it to like the mom thing. That's as far as I got.
Oh, okay. When he did that. Basically, like with Be the Beginning, it was a killer bee. He was a serial killer, and the protagonist, which was like a detective, his name was Keith. He was part of the RIS, the Royal Investigation Service, and it was another organization that they were trying to like figure out like who were these people that were like trying to, I don't know.
What was it? They were trying to. Because it was like a series of serial killings because it has happened before, but then it has stopped. And then it started happening again, right?
Yeah. And then it's been a minute since I watched it.
It has been a minute, but like I remember like it did have to deal with a whole bunch of serial killings. Because after a while, it ended up turning more into not like a vampire, but like advanced people, I guess you could say.
Right. And they were like almost like alien, like you said, advanced people. And then it was kind of, I don't know if y'all, this cross-reference, it was kind of like they were coming after Keith. Like he had like some issues with some stuff that happened in his past. And he was kind of like most animes, like trying to redeem himself from some shit that had popped off, you know. So, I mean, out of those two, I would take Parasite. Parasite has, I mean, the action that they did have in Be the Beginning was cool, but Parasite has some really good action to me, and the storyline is a little bit more thought out. Okay. I don't even know if season 2 of Be the Beginning ever has even been talked about. I don't even know. It might be coming out this year, I would think, if there is gonna be one.
It should.
Because it came out March.
I do remember how it ended.
Yeah.
It literally ended like a cliffhanger.
So I would hope so, but I did Parasite. I'm gonna go with that.
Cool. All right. Well, we can roll with that. Parasite wins. So let's go to the third seed. And so this is gonna be fun right here.
This is fucked up. I fucked this up.
I'm gonna enjoy this one. So third seed, Death Parade versus 6th seed, Erased.
Erased, bruh.
So I've finished Death Parade and I have started Erased. So I'm just on the second episode of Erased, but so far that first episode kind of threw me for a fucking loop. So
shit, it got shit started off quick. That shit started off really quick and it escalated.
I don't know.
It's crazy. It's cause it's like I really love the concept of the whodunit kind of thing in Erased and like trying to figure out, like going back and figuring out. But Death Parade has such a deeper meaning, like a deeper life meaning. Yeah. When I seeded this, I really didn't even pay attention that these two was gonna be against each other either.
This was hard.
It is.
And then, Mike, you still haven't finished Erased, so you just don't understand how tough of a decision this is right now. But
I mean, I'm honestly still beefing with y'all over Death Parade.
Okay,
anyway, so
let's see.
I'm done.
Or Erased.
I think I'm gonna take Death Parade.
Death Parade?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go with Erased on this one.
You want to Erase on this one?
Yes,
so
I'm have to go.
So I got the tiebreaker.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
So I'm I'm gonna roll with Death Parade because I want to see one.
Honestly, you're gonna when you finish Erase, you'll probably touch back and possibly change your mind on it.
These are always subject to change. So,
right. I would say Erase was really, 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 really good. It even ended well. I mean, I guess if I had to choose between the endings, like you go from top to bottom as far as the actual storyline, Erase probably did have a more solid storyline. But for me personally, the darkness, both of them are fairly dark, but the darkness in Death Parade and the way I was able to connect some of those stories to real life like it was, I'm gonna have to roll with Death Parade.
And what I want to do, I just thought about it. So at the very end of March, probably our last episode within March, we can just do like a quick rundown to see if we've changed any of our results.
Okay.
And that way, we can just go down and kind of look at it and see like, hey, do we feel different about these matchups anyway?
Right.
And who ends up winning? So we can do that at the end of March. But as of right now, we're gonna roll with Death Parade winning that matchup versus Erase. And so the last
I'm telling you, like once you get through Erase, you really gonna think hard about this.
I'm really mad that they end up against each other.
That's cool. So we'll get there. I'm watching that one currently, so we'll see. So the last one for Sinead's first round bracket is Dead Man Wonderland. 4th seed Another versus 5th seed Dead Man Wonderland. So I've seen Dead Man Wonderland in its entirety. I have not seen a lick of Another.
Man, it's crazy because them two, that was actually a really good seed to actually have them because they are very similar.
Okay.
I think Another's a little bit darker. I just kind of finished that within the week. But Another is really like Final Destination meets anime, bro. Like no lie. Like when I say them niggas was dying like on some weird shit. Like one girl got impaled with her own umbrella. Like just some random shit. Yeah. And then when you find out why it was happening, because I don't want to give too many spoilers, you gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm gonna go with Another on this because to me, throughout the entire, they're both Dead Man Wonderland and Another, both about 12 episodes. Okay. And I think if I had to compare its entirety, and Another's storyline from beginning to end flowed well and it ended and it made sense. Dead Man Wonderland, Gonta was like a little crybaby.
Yeah, he was.
And then it got like probably after like episode 7, it kind of got like, bro, where are y'all going with this a little bit?
Yeah.
And then it kind of, I guess they're not gonna do a season 2. You never know. But I would go with Another. All the ones that I put on my bracket, y'all should check out though, especially if you're into like the horror, thriller, psychological stuff, because those are the kind of animes I like, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That concludes first round of Sinead's part. So let's go up to Kasha's part. You sad?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's gonna be all right. So we'll start out 1 seed Assassination Classroom versus 8th seed Knights of Sidonia.
Yes.
I've definitely seen Assassination Classroom. I think nearly all of season 1, which is really, really good. Kasha, you wanna go into it a little bit?
I mean, Assassination Classroom, that's pretty much a storyline. It's 2 seasons. It's about this teacher. He gets like the worst class in the school. So like so it's like what, class 3E? I think that's
Something
what it
like
is.
Sound like he taught at Cedar Hill.
Meanwhile, on the other side of Beltline is where I resided.
I am done.
But no, so basically the concept of the story is that these kids had to they had to assassinate their teacher. That was their mission.
Shit.
Yeah, so the very first episode, he walks into the classroom. He said it's time to take roll, and he let everybody stand up. They pulled out these guns, and they just started shooting at him and while he's taking roll. But he moves so fast that the bullets aren't penetrating them, and they're like specialized bullets. So that's pretty much just the gist of it. But throughout it, they pretty much learn a little bit more about him and learn more about themselves. So I guess it's kind of sort of like, the pretty much sci-fi, because their teacher really is like a science experiment gone wrong. So he looks like an alien, but he's really not. So yes, that's it. That is it.
She just looked up on the phone.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
so they
Kitsu.
just showed me.
I'm sorry, I had to find it on Kitsu.
But yeah, so that's Assassination Classroom. Knights of Sidonia. I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember that it's pretty much like a, last humans existing, living in space type of thing. But they also have to fight aliens that's out in space. So pretty much the knights, each person can control their own knight, and they go out into space, and like they have like all of the powers that the machines have. I guess it's considered mecha as well, but all of the power that they did have, it pretty much can either blow up a planet or blow them up. So it's give or take there, but if you're into mecha or just like galaxy type thing, then I would definitely recommend Knights of Sidonia for you. But for this matchup, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Assassination Classroom. I hope that was funny.
Sorry, that was.
I'm fucking done, bro. Knights of Sidonia kind of sounds like Evangelion, cause they were like the alien things or creatures. They were called angels, but they were fighting them, but they all had their own like, I don't know, like robot thing, almost like Pacific Rim that they were control of, and they had to like fight. Tokyo was under attack as usual in every anime. They always under attack or some shit. So I got Knights of Sidonia on my watch list too. Just for the record, y'all won't hear me much on this bracket because I haven't watched many of these at all. So I'm gonna let Mike and.
Didn't realize they may or may not have seen. So
which is fine. Which is completely fine. So right. And which is fine. I'm sure some of our listeners, might be more into the fantasy kind of thing anyway. Yeah. So they probably listen to them. So I'm just kind of rolling with the majority on this one. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Assassination Classroom, so I know it's really fucking good. She put me on that a while back, so I haven't seen anything of Knights of Sidonia. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it is.
I've come across it, but I've never I want to watch that. So yeah, if it's me, I'm rolling with Assassination Classroom.
I said Assassination Classroom.
Oh, okay. So that's what you think. Okay, all right, man. All right, so let me go ahead and put that in there. All right, that result is in. All right, let's move on down to 2 seed, which I was kind of mad that you got it, but 2 seed Fairy Tail versus 7 seed Gate. Fairy Tail is a really good anime that you got there. How you feel about this matchup?
I like these in their own way. So Gate is only 1 season, about 12 to 15 episodes, and it starts and ends, right there. Mm-hmm. So you can watch it all in 1 season. But Fairy Tail, it's so much.
Long as fuck.
So many fillers.
Yeah.
But it's a good show. It has such a beautiful storyline. Like, I just love seeing all of them grow. Natsu, Lucy, Gray, all of them. I just love seeing them grow up. Yeah. It's amazing. It's so cute.
So cute.
Okay, so yeah.
Sounds like you going with.
I don't know because so. Mike, can you explain Fairy Tail a little bit more in depth, what the show is about?
Sure. So it starts off with Lucy Harphilia, and she's looking for the famous, I guess, what do you call them? The Guild. Yeah, the famous Guild Fairy Tail, which has, rumored, the best wizards, in the land or whatever. So, are they wizards? What are they called? Is it wizards?
Are they warlocks?
No, not warlocks.
No. I don't know.
What are they called? What are they considered in that world?
I don't know.
Sorcerers? I don't know. Anyway, they're magic users.
What?
Oh, she was a lock keeper or something like that?
I know what she was. I'm talking about the whole anime.
Oh.
I think, anyway, they're magic users. They're all magic users. And so they take on missions, and that's how their guild grows. Is they get money from completing missions. And Fairy Tail is supposed to be one of the best ones out there. And so she stumbles across Natsu, the main character of Fairy Tail, who is a dragon magic type, a fire dragon magic type. And those two pair with Urza, who is a weapons magic type, and Gray, who is a ice magic type. And so those 4 are the main 4 of the anime, which they go out and complete missions and end up fighting bad guys. So it's a really good story. Natsu is a really good main character in my opinion because his power is really he has a lot of power. So he has I don't want to tell the story, but he has some dragon power in him. So wink wink. But
boy,
yeah. So that's the thing about his power. And so whenever he fights somebody that's like really strong, he gets stronger right with them. He doesn't stay at the same level at all throughout the entire anime. So I like it a lot. But like how she said, it is a lot of fillers in there. So that's something you have to deal with.
Yeah, and with Gate, so Gate is pretty much about the first episode of how it comes on. It's like modern day. What was it, China or Tokyo, somewhere off in there. But nonetheless, they it's like this magical gate just appeared, and in it came like these medieval time people that kind of just tried to start terrorizing the city, came in flying on dragons and all this here kind of stuff. So naturally, the military is gonna react. So when the military reacted, they went inside the gate as well, and they ended up being like in a common ground. So it's like you have, like, I guess, like a football field, and on one end you have one gate, and on the other end you have another gate. So the gate on the left is to like the medieval world, the gate on the right is like to the modern day world. So basically they're just trying to fight over the land and just want peace and everything. So the people from Tokyo, whatever, the military kind of talks them into like modern day technology and how to, just basically just teaching them trust and how to love mankind and things like that. So it's really a lighthearted show, but it's still a good fantasy if you're into that type of thing.
Right. So out of the two though,
who you rolling with?
Fairy Tail.
All right, bet. Fairy Tail moves on. Okay, cool. Let's leave that there and let's move on to the next one. So I haven't seen either one of these, but I'm excited to hear what Kasha has to say about them. So her 3 seed is Cells at Work versus her 6 seed Twin Star Exorcist, which has a really good cover that I really want to watch. So can you please tell me about both of these?
Aren't you thinking about cosplaying somebody from Cells at Work?
I am thinking about cosplaying somebody from Cells at Work. I want to be the Red Blood Cell. She's so cute.
Okay.
But the flakelets are even cuter. They so cute.
This
I am so done, bro. I have not I don't even have remotely an idea about either one of these.
No, you're fine. So Cells at Work is literally like Osmosis Jones. Literally.
I could get that from the cover, yeah.
It literally is just like it. But it's something that you can actually watch with your kids if you want to introduce them to anime. Just trying to, just let them get a feel of it. I watched it with my daughter, but I really loved it because it teaches you, what each cell in your body does, what its function does, and how they interact with one another, and pretty much like their job responsibilities and how they mature and things like that. So it's a really cute show. It's really fun.
Sounds educational.
It does, but it's so cute and fun. I told you, it's the same red blood cell. So her thing is, she doesn't know her way around the body system. She be trying to go to the lungs and end up at the liver. She don't know where she's going. She's supposed to be at the kidneys, but she in the stomach.
Good.
And then wherever she travels to, it just seems like she gets in trouble because like a virus or something tries to attack her, because that's what it does. It attacks, the cells in your body. Next thing you know, here comes the same white blood cell saving her each time.
I'm so done, but this sounds so fun.
So yeah, it's cute. And then they have like the little platelets, which look like little kids or whatever. They're so cute and adorable. So yeah, that's why I like Cells at Work. But Twin Star Exorcist, Mike, I know you will love this, so I would definitely recommend this one to you. It's pretty much, what's the best way I can explain it? So it's pretty much in this universe where these 2 kids, a guy and a girl, they're pretty much responsible for saving mankind. But the thing about it is they have to become exorcists and exorcise pretty much, like the evil spirits out of, people or living things. So with that comes, you have different ranks of exorcists that are already there and cooperating. But the boy and the girl, they were born on the same day at the same time, and they're both orphans. So it's like they're pretty much the epitome of like the perfect bond, I guess you could say. So their power together pretty much overrides all of the top tier exorcists that are already there. Like they're the ones that are supposed to save the world. So later on down the road, you kind of find out some more information about the guy as far as the twin story, because I don't want to give you too many spoilers, but you find out some information that puts a big twist on their relationship and how they're going to partner together and work together to rid the demonic world, because the demonic world can, like, pretty much it's like it kind of crosses over into their world.
It really sounds like Blue Exorcist a little bit.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. I can see that.
Because they were twins too.
Yeah, they were twins, yeah. I definitely, when I saw the cover, I was like, this looks like some shit I watched. So, yeah, I read the plot for it, so I'm definitely going to add that one to my list of must watch, because this is one of mine, for sure.
So what would you go? Which one you going with? Okay.
Because I just love that one. That one is just so adorable to me, and it's just
Get
like
that cute shit out of here.
you know what, Mike? I ain't gonna sit up here and take your slander. Not tonight. No, not tonight. We ain't doing this shit tonight.
Who you raise your voice at?
You. We not doing this tonight.
Don't.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was waiting for the perfect time to do that. I was waiting, boy.
Y'all ain't gonna double team me, okay? Y'all.
No, because you just coming for me and like, I just want to pick. Let me pick who I want to pick. You always do this to me.
I'm still wondering who you talking to.
You, Michael.
Bet. As soon as I hit stop recording, it's on site.
That's fine.
Bet.
I come with it.
Bet. Anyway.
I am so done with
Niggas. The next matchup is 4th seed Ruby versus 5th seed Fate/Stay Night.
Yes.
I started Fate Stay Night and I didn't.
I know nothing of either of these, so.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm talking so much.
Hey, just give a little quick, you know.
No, you good. No,
yeah, let's give a little quick rundown.
Oh, I don't care. I love to talk, so it ain't tripping.
We know that much, big man.
Fuck you. Anyway.
Bro wants a pizza too.
I know he didn't hear what that. That's why I was laughing.
Y'all hungry asses just ate, but all right, we're fed. All right, anyway.
I'm hungry with a reason, so there's that.
Goodbye. I'm done.
So Ruby and Fate/Stay Night.
So Fate/Stay Night, that's more. Oh, you know what? I think you like this one too, Mike. To be honest, this one is more of like a battle scene type thing. Like people pretty much summon a protector, and they all kind of go out and fight one another. So like, it's like pretty much heroes of the past come back and fight for you and their weapon at the time and everything. So that's pretty cool. And it's like they're fighting over the Holy Grail, and whoever wins the Holy Grail can get any one wish granted, both the person and the hero. So it's pretty good. I like it. And Ruby, that's my shit. That one is pretty much. It's a. I don't want to say that now. It's a really good show if you give it a chance. It's like a hidden gem, basically. Okay. So it's like it's not pop. It's starting to become popular, but when it first came out, give it a chance. That's all I'm gonna say, because the graphics on it can make it unwatchable. But if you actually give the storyline itself a chance, it's pretty good. The storyline is pretty much all of these teenagers, they go to like a witchcraft school, and they're pretty much paired up in teams of 4. So what their first name initials equal to, that's pretty much the name of the team. So the name Ruby is RWBY, and that stands for Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. Okay. So it's like they're 4 girls, they're put together as a team, and each time like a ghoul comes out, it's pretty much their ghouls is more of like an animal type looking thing, like a wolf type or warthog, pretty much. Yeah.
Simone and
Literally. But they pretty much have to fight them, and they all each have their own weapon, and they have to pretty much protect the school at this point because something bigger and greater is coming.
I feel like you're going with Ruby.
Who you rolling with between those two?
Now, I'm not gonna lie. This one's a little hard for me because I actually enjoy both of the shows. But you know what? I am gonna go with Rookie because my girl Yang, she badass.
Somebody who you want to cosplay, right?
Yes, Yang Xiaolong.
Right.
If you don't know her, go look her up. She is badass.
All right, stay tuned for that cosplay. Yeah. So let's roll over to my part over here in the adventure section. So where is my 1C? Oh, I'm ready for this one.
Bro, fuck you. Fuck you for this bitch. I'm mad as hell. I'll tell you, I looked at your shit. I'm like, man, this nigga is really being real controversial right now.
We already know where this is gonna go. So my 1 seed is Rising of the Shield Hero, and my 8th seed is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We've talked about Rising of the Shield Hero probably every week for the last 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been out. This is episode 8 that we just watched this week, this past week.
Yeah, so you already know how we feel about Rising of the Shield Hero and its greatness. And so the funny thing about Rising of the Shield Hero, that it probably wouldn't have been a 1 seed until I saw the episode this week.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yo, it
this nigga here,
catapulted
boy.
itself into the 1 seed this week.
Golly. Man, I really don't know. You're killing me, Smalls.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I really don't know right now because Full Metal, I personally enjoy Full Metal more than I do Brotherhood, but that's because I watched Full Metal first. But I mean, Brotherhood is great within itself. And I really want to go with an upset because the Rising of the Shield Hero hasn't finished yet. But right now, it's so great. I really want to go with it because, like you said, this past episode, without giving away a spoiler, that nigga right there that nigga shitting on everybody low key.
It's really gotten better each week. It's hard to, usually, a few episodes in, it kind of like mellows out and you kind of expect the same shit every week, but it's literally gotten better each week.
I'm gonna go.
Have you seen Brotherhood at all?
Not in a long time.
Not in a long time? Okay, so you haven't seen it in a long time. Yes, I'm gonna be real, so I'm rolling with Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rising of the Shield Hero.
Okay, unanimously? Okay, well, bet.
I mean, Brotherhood, that was a very, man, I feel like Brotherhood should have been the A seed.
Yeah, well, I
had to throw, you had to throw in some controversy, but realistically.
It's cool.
I'm like, bro, that was a really,
So this next one I'm kind of excited about. So I was originally extremely against One Piece, but being a part of Anna Twitter, I see that a lot of people enjoy One Piece, and it's 700 something episodes.
Kitsu said it's at 1,010.
Yeah, it's
at 1,000 something episodes.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll.
Whoa.
What'd you say? Oh, okay, but yeah, I think that they've released over that. So yeah probably over 700 subs, but it's like over 1,000 that's aired.
It really is, because it's definitely on Crunchyroll over 1,000. I was like, sheesh.
All right, so I haven't seen haven't seen those 700 episodes. Let's keep that there. But and the way I feel about One Piece is you have to be a certain level to be able to put out that many fucking episodes. Right. You can't be trash and be 1,000 episodes in.
No, because you.
That's true. That's very true.
So
I've never watched
One
Piece.
They doing something right.
I gave it my respect. I gave it a 2 seed just off the strength of its longevity. Just like if we compiled all the seasons of Dragon Ball, I'm sure it's probably at least close to 500, 600, 700 episodes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so that's my 2 seeds, One Piece, and then my 7th seed is Blue Exorcist.
That's one of my favorite animes.
Yes, it's also one of my favorite ones. It had a really good season 1 and a kind of lackluster season 2.
Yeah.
But I still fuck with it regardless. So, off of these two, which? So I know y'all both seen Blue Exorcist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has either one of y'all seen One Piece?
No, but I've seen stuff of I've seen bits and pieces. I know who like Luffy. I know a little bit.
Oh, you know more than I do. I literally turned it on, like watched about 30 seconds of the intro. I said, "Yeah, I'ma just."
It's just way too long. I feel like I can't go back and watch it. But like you said, based on the longevity, the One Piece stands on Twitter, stuff I've seen. I mean, even last week, our guest Booby Johnson on Twitter, he mentioned how he's been watching One Piece probably the last 10 years, I guess, since it came out.
One Piece fan,
Yeah, I'll rock with One Piece on this. Because, like you said, the season 2 of Blue Exorcist is kind of ill.
Where did you go for?
I didn't pick mine yet, but who you rolling with? It's fine. You don't have to be the last one. You got the deciding vote, so.
Boy.
Let's make it interesting. I'll go with Blue Exorcist.
Okay, bet. So you gonna leave it on me?
Bet.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna roll with Blue Exorcist myself.
Okay. So that's what we're going to.
Just because I feel like it was a very strong season 1. And I haven't seen that much of One Piece, but you know.
So when you slander the @Blanime podcast after this drops, make sure you slander @Unbotherable.
Yeah, leave them out of it. Come from me specifically, so I can cuss your ass out.
He want all the smoke. He said.
I want it all. Yeah, I'm not scared of fucking Luffy stands. Fuck y'all.
Anyway, they gonna get you out of there, boy.
I've been suspended before. I'll get suspended again, bitch niggas.
Boy,
I am fucking done, bro. I am fucking done.
Think I'm scared of getting suspended, nigga? Fuck y'all.
Next thing you know, he gonna wake up in the morning. I got locked out. They didn't send me no email notification or nothing.
That's fine. If they get me suspended, guess who's gonna be? I'm the Blanime podcast page is gonna be my primary page, so y'all got to deal me in there. So y'all niggas get me suspended if y'all want to. Shit,
I'm gonna be trolling from there.
I'm trolling full time. That page, yeah.
I put podcast page.
Be out of there. So don't do it.
I'll get that bitch suspended too.
Sir, out of line. You way out of line for that.
Anyway,
fucking Linktree be gone.
Send smoke to Unbothered Mike. Fuck y'all. Anyway, so next matchup, I got 3 seed 7 Deadly Sins versus 6 seed Soul Eater. I've seen these both in their entirety. Have y'all seen either one of them?
I've just seen 7 Deadly
I've
Sins.
just seen 7 Deadly Sins.
Y'all haven't seen Soul Eater?
I tried it.
Y'all.
And I didn't care too much for it.
What? You like goofy shit?
Well, I think the type of goofy it was, I wasn't feeling it. Maybe it was more like the way it's drawn out just didn't appease me because I was like, I couldn't get into it.
I'm surprised you didn't like.
I tried. Listen,
the
I
Blair
tried.
Witch. You know that'd be a good cosplay for you right there. So
The Blair Witch Project. What?
the Blair.
No, I was playing. I heard that part, but I heard you say Blair Witch.
There's a character on there, Blair Witch. And,
I'm done.
She's a Tatiana witch, so I thought Kasha would kind of resonate with her, but you know.
Bust down on the gang.
Tutiana.
I am done, yo.
Bust down, Tutiana, bust down.
My co-hosts are hoochies.
I'm done.
Sick of them.
You ain't a hoochie if you're single. Ow.
I hate you. Anyway, man. All right.
Look, he said.
All right. So but we not gonna shit on Soul Eater. Soul Eater is really good. It's definitely not perfect, but Soul Eater is probably one of the more slept on animes because it's one of those animes that came out a few years ago, but it was like the first that incorporated, in my opinion, like 3D sequences. So the animation on Soul Eater is really fucking good. And I think it was made in like the early 2010s, excuse me. And I feel like it deserves a lot of respect. Like I said, it's a slept on story.
But does it deserve the respect to move on this bracket?
That's
the question.
Soul Eater is a great anime. With that being said, it's not holding a toe to fucking 7 Deadly Sins.
No, I was gonna say I hadn't even seen it. I was gonna say 7 Deadly off the rip.
Yeah, 7 Deadly Sins is one of the newer, better Netflix animes. Period. Especially off this last season. This last season was crazy. Y'all want?
I'm going with 7 Deadly.
All right, y'all rolling with 7 Deadly Sins.
Well, you already know that's my name on Twitter. 7 Deadly Sins combo.
Yep, it's here. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there it is.
I thought that was a movie you used to put him to sleep with.
Goodbye, bro. Oh my God.
And y'all wonder why I talk to him the way I do. I wonder why I ain't said nothing to him.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm just trying to agree with you, and yet here you go.
I'm done, yo.
Trying to exploit my thottish ways.
Well, listen, live your thought life, okay?
I'm trying. I told you, Tatiana was a mood all 2019, okay? Okay?
I mean, I fuck with it. Go.
Okay.
Live your Tatiana life.
I'm trying.
Bust down.
These hoes ain't biting.
All right. Nobody want to hear about your hoes.
I am done.
All right, so next matchup is 4 seed Black Clover versus 5 seed Hunter x Hunter.
That's a really good matchup.
It is. It really is.
Y'all see,
That's
y'all like
really
God
good
sees and
matchup.
shit, huh?
And I haven't watched Black Clover.
So,
I watched an episode or two.
anybody want to dive into either one of these?
Hunter x Hunter, they're putting it back on Netflix if anybody cares.
Yeah.
Like the first season on there?
1 through 3 is gonna be on there sometime this month.
The only thing I can say about Hunter x Hunter, I did love the storyline. I love the build up in it. It lost me after, was it season 3, where they had the cross, the ant was like a queen or something like that.
Yeah.
And she started having like cross children, crossbred children and shit.
I think that was.
Like, it lost me completely at that point because he was looking for his dad and got mixed up in that BS. It was just...
They be losing folks a lot.
So, yeah. But, see, that's where... And I think on this one, I might have to go with Black Clover for the simple fact that Hunter x Hunter lost me after that. Like, it was a good build-up, but with Black Clover, I just have to keep watching.
Right, I haven't finished Black Clover. I've watched Hunter x Hunter. Like I said, I watched a couple. I watched the first 2. Remember a couple weeks ago I said I had started like an episode or 2, but I was trying to finish Super, so I went ahead and left it alone so I could focus on Super. But I did like that episode or 2 that I did watch, so I'd probably go Black Clover.
Yeah, I was rolling with Black Clover.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even close. But yeah, no, Black Clover is legit. I'm current on it. I'm watching it week to week. It's really fucking good. Asta is a loud ass, obnoxious first main character, but he's really fucking good at what he does. So yeah, Black Clover, we're rolling with that one over Hunter x Hunter. So that concludes the first round of the March Madness. So we can move on down back to the first part of the bracket with mine. So it's just 2 matchups. So we're gonna run through this pretty quickly here.
Right.
Yes.
So this is gonna fuck me up a little bit. 1 seed Yu Yu Hakusho versus 4 seed Bleach. I'm heartbroken. I'm hurting.
Oh.
I'm jaded, if you will,
Oh, okay.
because I love both of these. Oh man, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Do I know how to?
What's y'all?
Nothing, keep going.
Y'all talking shit?
I wasn't talking to you.
All right, so
I
I'm
probably
glad.
would. Well, I know I would.
She was just asking the question.
Anyway, so this hurts my heart. Ichigo versus Yusuke. So I'm probably gonna roll with Yu on this one, even though it hurts. It fucking hurts. Bleach should have finished its arc in its entirety, but it didn't. So that's the only reason why I'm rolling with Yu on this one. Y'all got anything to add to this?
Ooh. You going Yu? I mean, I ain't finished either one of them, so
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like I really do like Yu. I mean, I guess if I had to go between characters, I really do like Yu, but you know, that's a hard one. I really don't know. What you going with, Tasha?
I want to go with Bleach on this one for the simple fact that I've seen more Bleach than you.
Did you see his face? It was like that GIF when he was like, what?
I mean, But I mean, Mike, you have to understand. I haven't seen all of you. You know, you the one that introduced the show to me, so I haven't seen it all the way. I haven't seen it all the way through like you have, so I can only judge it based off what I've seen. So I have seen more of Bleach than you. So I'm sorry, I'm going against you here, but it's gonna be Bleach with me.
If you niggas was so fucking anti-long anime, then you know y'all be okay. Which actually, if we gonna be honest, Bleach is longer than fucking Yu. So I don't know why y'all niggas would just won't finish the shit.
Well, nigga, I mean, listen,
y'all.
I watched Bleach way long ago. I just found out about you earlier this year? No, yeah.
Yeah,
you should have been
known last year.
Oh well, I'm sorry that I didn't know about Yu Yu Hakusho. What am I supposed to do?
You raise your voice again?
Yeah. Who are you?
Don't make me uppercut you on this episode.
Fight come with it.
Bet.
I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna do right there.
They just be letting us fight.
I was Well, I'm over here trying to write this bracket out. Man, this hard. I really hate that this decision had to be placed on me. I feel like this should have been placed on Michael, because this right here, I do not want this. I don't want this smoke because I really don't know.
Yeah, so Kasha picked Bleach. I pick you. Nate, it's technically on you.
You better flip a coin.
Oh. I know. I'm thinking of the Jeopardy music.
No pressure, but you know, if you don't have a mic next week,
Boy, I'll have the dick mic next week. I'll be talking to that hoe next week. In all honesty, I'ma roll with you.
let's fucking go.
I'ma roll with you because
just see how excited he got just now.
Because I missed it because I was writing. I'm gonna go with you though, because there are other characters. I don't know, when we were watching it, I kind of related, I feel like, a little bit more to Yu, and I liked Kuwabara. For some reason, he won me over. Like, he is like one of my favorite anime characters of all time.
Kuwabara's like the Vegeta of Yu.
Maybe that's why, because I love Vegeta.
They actually have the same voice actor.
Oh, maybe that's why. So maybe I just have a thing for Vegeta and Kuwabara's voice. I don't know. That's weird.
Well, I'm happy.
Boy. Well, so the next one then.
So, alright, so this one's gonna hurt my heart too. Oh, this shit hurts. Alright, so 2C Dragon Ball Super versus 6C My Hero Academia.
Oh, y'all already know I'm going without a question.
Well, alright, so I know Nate's rolling with Super. I know Kasha's only seen My Hero Academia, so you're gonna roll.
That's what I'm rolling with.
And I've seen both of them in there.
Oh, so you.
Alright. I'm excited. Alright, so who am I rolling with on this one?
That's tough.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to roll with Dragon Ball Super. Fuck y'all niggas. Alright. Because the reason why I'm gonna roll with Dragon Ball Super is because I know without a doubt when I watch Dragon Ball Super, I don't have to worry about Goku fucking crying every episode. So,
Oh, Deku be crying.
Deku be letting them waterworks.
Like, he'd be really crying tears?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a Cancer and all that.
I'm done. I am done, yo.
I'm rolling
All
Super.
right.
Yeah.
Cause you got
Goku's a stronger main character.
Look, I don't care.
At me, I don't care. Cancers are emotional, so
This is true. They are
At me,
very.
tattoos and lipstick.
They are very emotional. I'm gonna watch My Hero, and then you gotta watch Super. We'll do that.
Okay, yeah.
And like you said, we'll revisit that. I don't think it'll change. Super. That's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, no, Super's, for sure. All right, so
down to my bracket,
yes,
bracket.
Yes. So we're moving along. So 2C Parasite versus 3C Death Parade. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna go with Parasite.
Rolling with Parasite.
I'm going with Parasite.
Gotcha.
Death Parade.
Oh, y'all putting it on me?
That's fine. That's only because I haven't seen Parasite to its entirety. Like,
That's
I'm
fine.
not as deep as Sinead.
I was gonna say, I think you really, when you watch, you really enjoy it.
Wait, Nate, who'd you pick?
Parasite.
Okay, and Kasha picked Death Parade. Okay.
Because there's some action, it's some good action in Parasite too. Which is one of the reasons why I did, you know, it has that horror and stuff, and it has a really good storyline. Now, don't get me wrong, Death Parade my shit though.
So I haven't seen a lick of Parasite, so I'm rolling with Death Parade.
Damn.
Even though fuck y'all, because I was emotional and shit watching Death Parade.
Damn, I really hate my boy. Damn. Shinichi, I'm sorry, bro.
That's all right.
It's cool.
Worry. We get to revisit at the end of the month, so, you know, if I've gotten to see some Parasite at the end, I can renege this later on. Yeah, so we're going to roll with Death Parade right now. Man, that shit made me emotional. Fuck y'all. Damn.
We told you it was emotional.
Yeah.
We talked about how emotional it made us.
I cried in about 2 or 3 of them episodes. Yeah, that first episode was just extra. That was a Tyler Perry play. Boy, that first episode, it really was, exactly, bro. Right. I'm going to give a spoiler. If y'all haven't seen it, fuck y'all. Them niggas show up. They at the bar. Deckham's like, y'all remember how y'all got here? They're like, nah, we really don't. He's like, okay, bet. We finna play a game. Pick the game. Oh, we finna play darts. We finna shoot some darts, y'all. Shoot the dart. Wherever it lands, it's going to hurt that person's organ, wherever it lands. But while they're playing this game, and they had to get to a certain, like, whoever had the lowest number won the game, quote unquote. But while they're playing, their memories are coming back and they're hurting each other. They realize how they got there. They realized they was on their honeymoon. When they got married, the husband had just so happened to hear some of her friends talking, and she was cheating. And well, we don't even know. Somebody was cheating, and they had a boyfriend, and the husband was a doctor, which he was a doctor. And so he thought that they were talking about her, and they had just got married. So when his memory was coming back, he was getting mad. Then she admitted that she was pregnant, but she didn't tell him, so they didn't find out till then. And he ended up shooting a dart that hit her in the stomach, so she probably miscarried. But they were actually already dead. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Don't that sound like some shit that would be like in a Tyler Perry play? And that's just the first 5 seconds of the play?
Yeah, they've been talking about Death Parade for the past 3 weeks. I finally watched it, and now I want to fight both of them.
Boy, I'm done.
Why?
Because, like...
That shit a real life.
Don't be an anime called Death Parade, but then have me, you know, wondering who's cutting onions in my house. Like... I'm
glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sad Parasite got knocked off, but it's cool. It's cool.
But it's cool. We rolling down to 1 versus 4. Death Note versus another.
I shouldn't even have to think about this. I'm gonna go with Death Note, but y'all don't understand how dark and gory another is.
And you finished another? Or okay, so
I finished another too. And man, that shit, like I said, if you like Final Destination and shit like that, you would love another. Like, it's gory as hell. I loved every minute of it, but you know, I love my nigga Light more. So, y'all, Death Note.
Yeah, I definitely.
All right, yeah, we all rolling unanimous Death Note. All right, bet. Okay, bet. Let's roll over to Kasha's bracket. So, 1 seed Assassination Classroom versus 4 seed Ruby.
Ooh.
Kasha, you've seen both these in their entirety. How do you feel about this?
I'm gonna have to go with Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
All right.
She didn't think twice about it.
I'm sorry, Ruby, but Assassination Classroom, like, I think it's one of those, once you watch it, you can understand why I'm in love with it. Like, I think one of my favorite characters on there gotta be Miss Yellow Bitch. That's what they call her.
Yellow Bitch, yeah.
So her name is Yakovich, but they just like, hey, Miss Yellow Bitch, and that's how they call her name the whole time. But she's an assassin too. She's their English teacher. So yeah, she's pretty funny. I like her. She is me if I was a teacher.
Yeah, I hope she wasn't me subbing.
Busty with a bad attitude. Yeah, that's about right.
Right. It is what it is.
That nigga been laughing the whole time.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm definitely rolling with Assassination Classroom. So yeah, by default that one moves on. So the next seed is number 2 Fairy Tail versus number 3 Cells at Work. Kasha?
I'm gonna have to go with Fairy Tail.
What? I had a feeling you was gonna do Cells at Work. All right.
I would, but Cells at Work is fairly new. So, you know, season 1, 13 episodes, and that's it. Versus Fairy Tail, who already, you know, just released their final season this year. So you know what I mean. So it's
Got
like
you.
The long,
that one has a
longevity.
longer history, and I definitely can talk more about Fairy Tail than I can about Cells.
Right.
Okay. Well, bet. All right, yeah, we'll roll with that. Fairy Tail moves on. Next up, my part of the bracket, we have 1 seed Rising of the Shield Hero versus 4 seed Black Clover. This pains me, even though I've watched 60 something episodes of Black Clover and only like 7 episodes of Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm fucking rolling with Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's
me
that
too.
good.
Yeah, Rising.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, man, I really want to talk about this past week, but okay, we'll just leave it at that.
We'll run down this week's and next week's episode
Together.
Episode.
Golly.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna roll with that one. Then the next matchup is 3 seed 7 Deadly Sins versus 7 seed Blue Exorcist. So I'm rolling with 7 Deadly Sins on this one.
Me too.
Okay, so unanimous. All right, bet. Boom. All right, yeah. So we are in the semis. So let's roll back over to my part of the bracket on the other side.
Dun dun dun.
Oh fuck, this hurts.
Yep.
Well, I already know what I'm going with. Baco Borrow.
It's on you.
I'm Ultra Instincting you ass right up off the bracket. Super.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it simple. Since this is my choice. So
My choice. Hashtag that.
I'm done, Kasha. That's so good with her.
my anime, my choice. Fuck y'all. So I've seen both of these in their entirety. So the only way I could be able to pick who will win between these two is who's the strongest main character. So it would either be Mazaku Yusuke or Ultra Instinct Goku. And so we're gonna have to go with Goku and Dragon Ball Super on this one, man.
I know it pained them to say that, but
as strong as Mazaku Yusuke is, which y'all don't even know what that is yet, but y'all will learn eventually, hopefully
one day.
But as strong as he is, I'm gonna have to roll with the Dragon Ball Super on this.
Man, I'm Kamehameha all the way off the bracket.
And Dragon Ball Super's villains were better than Yu Yu Hakusho's villains as well. So yeah, I gotta roll with it. Unfortunately, my 2 seed beat my 1 seed.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that hurt. So, that really hurt. Yeah, so Nay, going down to you. 1 seed Death Note versus 3 seed Death Parade.
That's sad, bro, that I shouldn't really even be thinking about this, but
have to.
I'm gonna roll with Death Note.
Death versus Death. So you going with Death Note?
I'm gonna go with Death Note, even though that second arc, we was just talking about that earlier, that I rewatched it, and I kind of was like, bro, they really low key kind of lost me a little bit when I really rewatched it.
Stand, so.
Yeah, that's what it was. But it has more episodes. I mean, it's been around. I watched Death Note so many times, and it was just so meticulous, and the critical thinking part, it's timeless. It's a classic. So I'm gonna go with Death Note.
Okay,
Everybody
gotcha.
agree?
You've seen both of them in their entirety. I mean, I know you seen Death Parade. You seen Death Note as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I have. That's
yeah.
why I'm kind of having this little, because I liked how Death Note kept me on the edge of my seat.
Mm-hmm.
But then Death Parade gave me a little bit something more, I guess, in a way.
Emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally, like.
Cause after Death Note, I was a straight in my head. Oh my goodness, I was like if I had a Death Note, niggas was out of there. Like I was going back, like yeah.
This is definitely relatable. I get it. I have a nice little list I like to keep on me.
Just in case Ryu decides to drop one day.
Just in case, I have it ready. And they cause of death. I'm ready.
I am done. I am done, bro.
But I think I will have to go with Death Note on this one, only because it was longer than Death Parade, and so it gave me, more as far as like information and storyline.
Yeah.
because with Death Parade I didn't get too much of a storyline. Got a little bit of it, but not as in depth as Death Note.
Right. And when you think about it, was Deckham really the main character or was it old girl?
Exactly.
Like, were they both protagonists? Like, it was still, like, in them 12 episodes, it still kind of left you with some questions. A little bit. Not that much, but just kind of like, you know, well...
If it is a season 2, maybe our answers will be, you know, our questions will be answered or whatnot.
Kind of thing. And you going with?
I mean, fuck it. We're going Death Note all the way.
All right.
Okay.
Bet.
I ain't mad at that at all. So back over to Kasha's side. So we got 1 seed Assassination Classroom versus 2 seed Fairy Tail. So Kasha, we'll roll with this one. This is 1 seed versus 2 seed.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to go with the 1 seed Assassination Classroom. For the simple fact that it ended in 2 seasons and it has like 0 fillers.
Yeah, it was 0.
You know, but the way the students and Koro Sensei, their teacher, the way that they grow together throughout each episode and just seeing the character development for each of the students, it was amazing. Like, I really enjoyed that more. Like, Fairy Tail, yeah, I got time to watch that, but Assassination Classroom, I think I've watched it a good 3 times already. So, yeah, I'm in it strong. So, Assassination Classroom, it is for me.
Okay, bet. Well, 1 seed wins.
1 seed wins?
Yeah, I'm rolling with Assassination Classroom as well. Yeah. So now we're back down to my other part of the bracket. So, yeah, y'all got gas. What y'all doing?
I ain't drink no milk, so I'm good.
I'm just like, oh Lord.
You know, your lactose intolerance. Alright. Anyway, yeah, so I got 1 seed Rising of the Shield Hero versus 3 seed Deadly Sins. I already know who I want to pick. Do y'all have anything y'all want to say on these 2?
Can I flip the
Sure. Go for it.
Not, now for me. Period.
So you rolling with Rising of the Shield Hero. Kasha, who you rolling?
I don't know, because Rising Shit Hero has been doing some
Bro, this past week, boy, that nigga right there. Now for me.
I would definitely gonna give it to Rising Shield. I mean, to Shield Hero. I would.
Okay.
That says a lot.
No.
Being a
It's underrated.
I was rolling with 7 Deadly Sins.
Were you really?
I was.
Wow.
Longevity.
Right.
So, but, you know, majority rules. So we're going to Rising of the Shield Hero. It's going to move forward then.
Now for me.
So this is the
We're getting down to the wire.
down to the wire, yeah. So we got just 2 matchups left before we get the champion. So my number 2 seed versus Nay's number 1 seed. Dragon Ball Super versus Death Note. So Nay, this is really gonna be me and you. Since Kasha hasn't seen Super in its entirety. So
This nigga like cause he seen my damn. I'm shaking my head, bro.
this nigga here, boy.
Bro, oh my goodness.
Alright, Nay. So let's talk about it.
It's not fair that this nigga Light has a Death Note, bro. It's not fair. This nigga could take niggas out off the rip.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if
Dragon Ball bring Goku back. This nigga died. He didn't beat death too many times.
he died and damn, he had to die when he went Ultra Instinct. I feel like he had to, like, to even get there. That shit was like beyond death for him to come back. Man, between the 2, if I had to say, I mean, there's literally like no action in Death Note. But development, that Tournament of Power, to me, like that's probably one of the best, like, I guess, art and anything that I've watched. Like that right there was killing it. I'm gonna go with Super.
Yeah, I see. I'm going with Super 2, but
It's hard to compare
the only reason why is because even though I think Death Note is like elite level anime, is because Super, the level of difficulty in Super as far as the Saiyans and that whole storyline, and even if you want to add in Broly to the end of it, you know, the level of difficulty is much higher than Light and him being smarter than everybody else and killing people with the book. So, you know, I think Super got Death Note this time.
I agree. I agree.
Let me go ahead and select that one. So Super is in the finals. So let's move over back to the other side. Kasha's number 1 seed, Assassination Classroom versus my number 1 seed, Rising of the Shield Hero.
That's between y'all.
You know, I don't know. Cause I really enjoy both of these shows. Like they're both good in their own distinct way. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just have to be a little biased here and just stick with my Assassination Classroom.
That's fine. I'm also gonna go with Assassination Classroom.
Yes, yay! Why?
I'm going with it because Assassination Classroom, I think I'm pretty much in a full 1 season in, but I haven't seen season 2. But Assassination Classroom has made it to 2 seasons. It's really fucking good from what I've seen so far. I gotta respect it. You know, I Shield Hero, we don't know, but Shield Hero could be shitty next week. We don't know.
The Spear Hero fuck around killed my name. You never know, shit. You really don't know.
This is true.
I don't. Some off the wall shit can happen in next week, and we don't even know.
Right.
We're week to week on it. So
Right.
I've
So
seen
new.
enough of Assassination Classroom to give it its props. So it's really good. Funny. There's action in there. There's a lot of things that make you think. So yeah, I'm about to roll with Assassination Classroom. Unfortunately, on this one.
Ain't unfortunately.
I mean, I fuck with now food. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Like, and Philo, little dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So,
This
damn.
nigga went Super Saiyan last week, but yeah,
No, really,
real shit.
Oh, my God.
But all right, so that leads us to the end here. So we didn't got down. I told y'all it was gonna move pretty quickly once we got past that first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't got to Dragon Ball Super.
Couple of upsets along the way.
For sure,
Yeah.
upset.
Look at his face. That nigga like, hell yeah. A lot of damn upsets.
For sure.
Started with Naruto.
Look, yeah, that nigga over there.
He don't
A
like this
friend
shit.
of the podcast, DJ over here doing the podcast at his place this week. He had the bracket as well, and he didn't agree with everything, which it's up to interpretation. Y'all should see his face right now. That nigga like, no sir, no ma'am.
Yeah, have you seen My Hero Academia? So that's why I can't trust your word on this because you don't even know. Yeah. Hey, so that's why it's really fucking good. Yeah, that's the only reason why I got upset the first one. Okay, well I'm probably 80% done with Naruto and 100% done with My Hero Academia, and so 2%. Yeah, all right.
I'm fucking done.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why that was upset. But like I said, this is just us 3. So.
Oh
That
shit.
sounded worse than I wanted it to. Yeah.
I'm done.
Anyway,
Damn.
He trolling real life.
well, yeah,
Couldn't even argue that shit.
yeah, I ain't mad at that. So, this is pretty much me and Nate versus Kasha on this one. Actually, no, it can really be me and Nate versus me and Kasha on this one because me and Kasha both seen Assassination Classroom for the most part, and then me and Nate both seen Dragon Ball Super. So
you actually can go ahead and break this good old tie in.
Right.
oh yeah,
Basically.
actually, I could, yeah.
Like, where do you gonna go with?
Yeah, so Kasha, matter of fact, we're gonna do this like this. Kasha, make your case for Assassination Classroom, and Nate, make your case for Dragon Ball Super, and then I'll go off of that.
Oh, that's deep.
That's kind of on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Pressure. I need my co-host to be legit, so let's get it.
deep. I'm too legit to quit.
Y'all niggas, boy.
Right?
It's the ground. I'm sorry. Who'll go
It's
first?
edible for me.
Oh, go! fucking done, yo. I was not expecting that one. I will go first. So with Super, bro. Honestly, I've never seen Assassination Classroom. I have not seen one thing.
Classroom. Make your case
for Super. So I'm gonna say Tournament of Power. That's it. That's all. The fact that the tournament consisted of these 12 universes that I didn't know existed. I don't think anybody else knew existed. That had all of these top tier, elite, strong. I wouldn't call. Maybe I could say warriors.
Warriors, yeah.
That was really interesting because that was something that Universe 7, Goku's universe, they didn't know about. And seeing him, get the team together, them going and working to win, so their universe wouldn't be erased, and seeing Jiren, Toppo, who else gave them a pretty difficult time? They were Universe 11. So I mean, Universe 6, their counterpart, the Saiyans. I mean, the Saiyans in Universe 6, reaching different levels of Super Saiyan within the tournament and growing, and just seeing some of the thought process, the technical stuff, and them trying to come together, especially like Gohan putting together a plan for them to win. I thought that was really, really well played out. And seeing Goku do the Ultra Instinct thing was really cool too. Even though that nigga barely made it, that nigga Jiren was on his ass.
Yep.
The T.O. was on his ass the whole time. But that, again, I think that arc for real was really good. And I actually enjoyed Super in general. I enjoyed the Goku Black / Future Trunks arc, however you want to look at that. I enjoyed pretty much Tournament of Power, and I enjoyed that baseball filler episode. I thought that was so funny and cute. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with Super. I feel like Super was really well thought out. The Tournament of Power was really well put together. The only thing I didn't like about it was not having, me and DJ was talking about it earlier, the reference points, because it was just kind of like they focused in on one thing and you didn't really know what was going on throughout the rest of the tournament, like who was on the other side of the arena fighting or whatever. But the fights and stuff were really put together. So that's my argument with Super.
Yeah, okay. That was a really good case you made there. Nay, light skin, what you got to say about Assassin's Creed?
You gotta put some respect on my name.
For what?
Anyways, so with Assassination Classroom, I mean, this is one that I actually enjoyed only for the simple fact that when it starts, it pretty much finishes it. Like, it didn't leave you with any cliffhangers of, wanting more. Like how it ended with a great thing. Throughout the episodes, you pretty much learn these children in this class, everybody pretty much teaches them, treats them like they're a bunch of nobodies. And then for them to have this scientific experiment gone wrong type of teacher to just kind of come into play into their lives, and they realize, that they are better than what everybody kept telling them what they were. Because when you think about it, this class, they were so far at the bottom of the barrel, their classroom wasn't even connected to the main school. It was like in a mountain somewhere. So classes A through D is in the city, and then class E is all the way in the mountains. So they were already segregated just for the simple fact that they made low test scores and things like that. So, just having that one person to treat you like you're something or somebody, I mean, yeah, it made all of them kind of change their mindset about life in general. I mean, at first they were doing it all about the money, because it was like whoever, killed him first or whatnot was like they'll receive like 60 million yen or 60 billion yen or something like that up front. Yeah. That's how it started out to be. But then in the end, towards the end of season 2, as you watch it, you can see the bond that everybody grew with their teacher after a while, because he really did teach them important things about life and just how to cherish what you have, because you're not always going to have it. So that's why I really love about it. It starts and finishes it. It's a great storyline, quick to the point. and you know, just have the characters just grow in love on you and everything. So I love it.
That's really deep.
It's a great case you made there. I think you like Assassination Classroom because you look like Cody.
You know what? Fuck you, Michael. You no, because if anything else, your ass look more like him than I do. You are way more yellow than I am. Yes, that's the octopus. Yes.
Oh wow, bro.
You the one that's bald like him, nigga. At least I got hair on my head.
Oh wow, we ball shaming.
Yeah, let's go there because I'm tired of you. I try to be nice to him, y'all. Y'all see how he just pick on me?
Listeners, I want to apologize on behalf of all the cancer patients that are listening to this because she just disrespected everybody because she don't fuck with nobody that's bald headed. So y'all just want to apologize on our behalf of the podcast.
When we go famous, bro, they gonna pull this exact podcast. They gonna pull that 10-second clip. They gonna talk shit about us, bro.
We love y'all. We don't want. We respect y'all. You know, I apologize for my co-host. She didn't mean that. She mad disrespectful. Y'all deserve better than what she just said. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So, you know, if you feel a way, get at me, Unbothered Mike. You know, we can trade shaving tips. I fuck with y'all, man.
You know what? I'm trying so hard not to do this on the podcast right now.
Oh shit.
So, who do you choose, Michael? Dragon Ball Super or Assassination Classroom?
Man, this is not the finals I thought it was gonna be.
Well, guess what it is, so pick.
Hey, watch your tone. Okay?
Nope. You better choose.
Is that a timer or?
Yeah.
Are you smacking on a penis? Which one is it?
I mean, I can suck on it now.
Okay, all right, enough. This is not. Save your nasty shenanigans for next week's guest.
What the fuck is
yeah, you don't even know.
Oh no, I do know because I had to call y'all out in the group chat about it.
Well, anyway, that's not the point. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so all right, so Assassination Classroom versus Dragon Ball Super. Hey, he's a powerful Mike.
This shit, man.
What the fuck are y'all laughing at?
Cause I just have to confirm real quick who next week's guest was. That's all.
Oh. Anyway. So, after hearing these two valid cases on the animes, I'm going to roll with. Man, this hurts too. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Dragon Ball Super.
I figured that's what it was gonna be.
The reason being is because Dragon Ball Super has about 3 to 4 arcs in it, I believe. Let's see. Beerus arc, Frieza arc, the first tournament arc, Goku Black, and then Tournament of Power. Yeah, so about 5 arcs. Yeah. So yeah, I'm rolling with that one because it has more substance than the Assassination Classroom in its 2 seasons of 24 total episodes. Yeah. And on top of that, they both have great animation. They both have good action in it. They both have some good humor in it as well. But Dragon Ball Super, I feel like is a masterpiece, and it needs to be respected as such. Toriyama did an amazing job bringing it back from the dead after 20 years.
Definitely. Yeah. And then putting that Broly movie out. And
the Broly movie, oh, man.
I mean, and then getting us ready for the next part of it. It is. I respect that. So Super won it all. Yeah. Like the Tournament of Power. Exactly. That's how I feel like this bracket, March Madness bracket, Tournament of Power, anime edition.
Yeah. March Madness of Power.
Boy. And okay, so who Jiren? I can be Jiren. I can meditate. Boy, cause he bald.
You definitely not Jiren. You Chile.
Well, I'm Kale.
Kale. I can see that.
She could be
fuck you, Michael, because I'm not about to hear what the fuck you about to say.
She could be Cauliflower. And then when we fuse, what was our name? Kefla. Yeah, we fused together.
Fuck you, Michael.
You didn't even let me say anything.
No, okay, just say it. Say it.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Okay then.
Sweetheart.
Whatever.
So good.
She's so disrespectful
Bite
to me.
me.
I don't deserve it. Like, man.
I'm hollering.
You
But
don't,
yeah.
you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Okay, typical light skinned nigga shit. That's what. See, that's why. That's why.
Pikachu, get it off your chest. Go ahead.
You sure right, Mr. Clean. Keep on.
Oh. That's funny, DJ?
I'm breathing hard.
Black bitch.
Oh, good. Goodbye. You know what? We appreciate y'all for tuning in this week to our March Madness
Yes.
anime edition. The bracket will be posted in the Blanime Facebook group. We're gonna post it on Twitter and on the link, anything involving Linktree. Will we be able to put it on like somewhere in the, like when we upload it to SoundCloud and stuff? Will there be a way,
Maybe
or could we make the
Google Drive
podcast
or
cover
something?
the?
So the podcast cover is going to include the bracket, but
Okay.
it's going to be hard to look at
Right.
from being on there. So, but whenever I tweet out the links to the episode, I'm going to attach the picture to it.
Bet,
Okay.
bet, bet, bet.
So you'll get the link and you'll get the actual bracket itself. So you'll have everything, everything that you need right there.
And you guys can go through it and let us know how yours ended up.
Yeah.
And don't argue with us. Don't add us to argue, because I'm not arguing with no niggas on.
You can add me. I got time. I got pent up frustration. I got time.
I'm not arguing with y'all niggas. Look at him.
Yeah.
My Twitter name at Senae_SENAE_. It's taking me 8 weeks to remember that, but I finally got it.
Gotcha.
I am at Tattoos and Lipstick. That's tattoos, the letter NLIPSTCK.
And I'm Unbothered Mike, just the way it sounds. The podcast Twitter is Blanime Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Blanime Podcast. Search us on Facebook, Blanime Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, all that shit.
Join the Facebook group.
Or join the Facebook group. Our Linktree, it will be in the description, but it is Linktree, and that's spelled linktr.ee/Blanime Podcast. So, but I'll put that link there. So, yeah. Special thank you to DJ for hosting us this week.
Right.
This is my favorite, slave that I know.
Oh my God, boy.
Okay.
They go
We are
again.
fresh out of
Let's
Black
go
History
back.
Month. We not
One
even
day.
a full day out of Black
One
History
day.
Month, my nigga.
They gonna take that 10-second clip and they gonna use that shit against us when we get big,
It's
bro.
my
Cause
first,
we
so I can
already
be
on our way to the
disrespectful
top.
black people now, so
Oh, only because you light skinned.
I am fully black. Both my parents are black. Fuck you.
Dress it up and
Okay.
make it real for
House
me.
nigga.
Oh, what'd you say? Here, boy. All right, man. Anyway, yeah, no, thank you, DJ, for hosting us. We really appreciate
We
you.
do.
DJ's gonna do some video work for us as well, so you'll see a little bit of us, talking shit to each other. But yeah, we will catch you guys next week with another guest that's gonna be pretty funny.
Lord.
Oh, real quick before we leave, do we have any sleepers that we want to, any anime sleepers we want to say for this week?
I say another.
Another? Okay,
Yeah.
Kasha.
I would recommend Psychopaths this week because I started watching it. So yeah, Psychopaths.
Okay,
started
another
Psychopath.
Psychopath. Okay, bet. I don't have anything for myself.
Parasite, bro.
All right, okay, another Psychopath and Parasite. All right, those are our 3 sleepers this week. So yeah, we'll update you on those as we go. All right, but yeah, that is the end of this week's podcast. Happy March Madness.
We balling like
and-
it's March Madness.
Exactly.
Cop shooting a nigga tragic.
Okay. We will see. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
Ichigo.